It's great to be visiting site today at Altbridge to see the progress that we've been making on our development opportunities. Hopefully in the new year we'll be seeing new tenants moving into the homes. We've allocated all of these now, which is really great news.
Progress on the scheme has moved on dramatically over the last few months. I think that's thankful to the use of timber frame, a modern method of construction which has helped us speed up the construction process. You'll see how much the buildings have progressed. All the houses, there's 33 houses. I've got all the roofs on, windows in, doors in. Some of them have got the kitchens fitted. In addition to the specification, we've agreed with Casey, which we basically bring in Category B, separated, energy efficient homes. Our board agreed to take it a little step further. So what we've introduced, which you can see behind me here, is electric car charger points.
Working with Casey's is one of the first opportunities that we've taken from our new contractor framework. And I think I'd like to, it's been a pleasure to work with them throughout the project. They've kept us informed. We fortunately haven't been affected by the material shortages that seem to have hit the construction industry right across. Another thing that we're really keen on is making sure that we get the best social value out of our projects. And we've done a hell of a lot so far with the primary schools, which I think has been really advantageous for us. But longer term, it's looking at building that relationship with the secondary schools and right the way through the youth process.
A large part of the contract is involved social value package. Through the contract, we've created 4 jobs. We've got a cleaner who's a Cobalt resident. We've got a site labourer, general operative, who also came through Cobalt, and also 2 joinery apprentices that have came through. Also a young guy called Adam Angmar, who has received a full-time job with our groundworking operative. Through the package with social value, we've had a couple of school visits. We've had St Philomena's and St Swithin's school here. And also through the contract, we're holding a tri-trade day at New Heights School, where we're hoping to bring some young people back into the industry.
I think ultimately what we want to make sure is that we're making available opportunities for our residents of the future. So I think we're hoping that from 2022 we'll start to see things going into planning and new projects coming out the ground, which are going to give opportunities for people that perhaps live in less suitable homes to move into things that are, more useful for them, particularly in their old age. We have got to focus on older persons and looking at making homes available for those type of people so that they can move out of the existing homes and move into something that's going to support them better moving forward. Key for us has always been something that we call right sizing. That's making sure we can put people into a more suitable home rather than just moving them into a home that's not necessarily the most suitable for their circumstances.
We've been speaking with our neighbourhoods team around allocations and requirements for local people linked to right sizing, in particular where we don't have suitable accommodation to meet their accessibility needs. Generally they'd be supported by our major adaptations process. What we've had the ability to do here early on was to allocate people from our Stonedale estate linked to the estate regeneration that we're doing there, to model 2 of our homes on this site, one that you can see behind me here, and that was formerly a 3-bed house, working with planning and adult social services and support by Casey's and our architect. We've managed to come up with a fully accessible home that's perfectly ready for our customers to move into, who are of course delighted with that work that we had done for them.
We are looking at also starting to build an extra care scheme which will provide very specific older persons accommodation, and that's something that we'll hopefully start to move on during 2022. Intention is between now and 2030 to build somewhere in the region of 1,000 homes across the 3 areas. But the key for us really is getting that partnerships, working relationships with the communities, with local residents and also with the City Council. Because ultimately it's key for us to make sure that we're meeting the needs that the City Council are getting and the pressures that they're getting under housing, and we're able to come from a point of view where we can support their ambitions as well and make sure that we are building the right homes in the right places.